the outside, but God looks at the heart. The scripture teaches us not to judge a person's outer appearance, which means just because we see people one day one way, that doesn't mean that's who they are every day. We put on this mask as one person and we're really another way. When you put on this mask and this facade, there are a couple different types of masks we have on, Pastor Oliver. You have the mask that says I'm happy, but in reality I'm depressed.
Wow.
You have the mask that says I'm strong, but in reality I'm weak. You have the mask that says I love God, but in reality you just look like you're saved. You have the mask that says you're an OG, but you're really suicidal. You have the mask that says you believe God, but in reality you really don't know if He's going to come through because what you did last night. You have the mask that says I'm a faith walker, but in reality you are afraid. You have the mask that says you trust God, but you really don't trust God because you got trust issues. I want to help about 5 people who need God. You don't need to fake God. Because He really knows who you are. Tell somebody, just be real.
Just be real.
Tell somebody, just be real.
Just be real.
That's the problem in this generation. We're wearing too many masks just to try to make it in this season. You don't have to act like you got it all together because no one does. You don't have to act like you cool, calm, and collected because no one is. You don't have to act like you're not going through nothing in your flesh because everybody is. Ain't nobody perfect. Revelation 3:15 through 16 said, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold or hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So God said, I don't want you to be lukewarm. Either you're going to be hot or cold. And some of us, Pastor Oliver, can't choose a side to save our life.
All right. Talk, sir.
You're going after God. You can't afford to be phony. You will never excel if you're halfway. Tell somebody, stop playing.
Stop playing.
You got to be real. Stop playing. You can't fake it and make it in this year. The mask is coming off and exposure is coming. Stop playing. You're not perfect. Jesus never said be perfect. He said be holy.
Be holy.
For I am holy. You got to be real. Your conversation can't be fake. It got to be holy. Your walk and your talk can't be fake. It got to be holy. Your thinking can't be fake. It has to be holy. Your actions can't be fake. It has to be holy. Your love can't be fake. It got to be holy. Your worship can't be fake. It got to be holy. Not only do your life got to be holy and your life got to be in line, but everything about you needs to be holy. Watch this. Holy is not wearing a long dress. Holy is not wearing big clothes. Holy is not wearing no makeup. Holy is not about what you look like. Holy means dedicated or consecrated to God. Hashtag sacred.
Come on, sir.
You're going after God. You're gonna have to be dedicated in prayer. You got to be consecrated in prayer, which means to declare, which means to put something or someone, watch this, in their atmosphere before God so they can be used.
All right.
Watch this. Back in the Bible days, Pastor Oliver, you can probably testify to this. When they were getting ready to make a sacrifice, they had to cut an animal and put it on the altar.
Yes, sir.
So God said, in this season, you got to make a sacrifice. You got to make yourself a sacrifice so you can be used. Okay, watch this. I'm going to call you apostle today, you ain't pastor. Watch this. When they consecrate a bishop or an apostle in the church, they are officially making them something holy, watch this, and able to be used.
All right.
So when you are on a consecration or a fast, you are allowing God to prepare you to be used.
All right.
Watch this. Number one, to be real, you have to be real with yourself.
That's right.
Wow. When you are who you are, you can't allow things to take you over. We can't really be true to ourselves until we come into the full knowledge of who we are in God. Can you be honest and say, I need help being true to who God is calling me to be? In this hour, we have to accept the fact that most of us are experiencing what we are going through is because God is developing you to go to the next level.
Yeah.
And going to the next level, you need to be real with yourself.
Talk, sir.
Stop putting things in front of you to stop you from seeing who you are in God.
Help us.
You have to be honest with yourself. When somebody catch you on a bad day, when people ask you how you are doing, you got to be honest. You make yourself feel worse when you lie like you okay and you not.
Come on, man.
In the psychology course we took in school, they taught us the only way you're going to get help is if you tell the truth about how you feel.
Come on.
Okay. Truth is, in reality, no, you're not all right. You're getting ready to go off on everybody because you're upset because you're going through trials. Truth is, you're really not feeling church because you're going through tribulation. You don't want to worship because you feel like life is knocking you down. You don't want to praise God because you feel like life is smothering you. But can I tell you that there is a purpose behind your pain? There is a purpose behind your struggling. There is a purpose for what you are going through right now. There's a purpose for your tribulation. There is a purpose why your life is going in the way that it's going. There is a purpose for you to feel how you feel. Your life will be better if you get your pride and your ego out the way and just tell the truth about yourself. Touch your neighbor and say, I ain't going to be faking phony.
I ain't going to be faking phony.
I need God.
I need God. Wow.
Stop playing. Everybody needs God. The world needs God. This city needs God. This nation needs God.
Amen.
Tell somebody, I want God.
I want God.
Be real and go after God. Pray until your struggle change. Pray until your trials change. Pray until you feel a change. Pray until you see a change. The reason why we don't see things happening is because we don't pray like we're supposed to. And this hour of prayer is like a job. When you put in applications and you keep checking on it until you get what you want. Is there anybody who will testify and say, I don't care what it takes, I'm going to go after God with everything I got?
Yeah.
From hell or high water, I'm going to be real and stand on the word of God. That he won't put more on me than I can bear. Let your neighbor say, be real with God.
Be real with God.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Y'all going to hear me say that all day today, I promise you. We have to be careful of what we really want God for. Because whatever we're asking God for at that moment might be what we want, Pastor Oliver, but it ain't what we need. We need to make sure what we are asking God for is spirit-led, which means not only what you make up in your mind is what you need, but your spirit has to align with what you have in your mind. Because if your spirit is pulling towards something different, then your spirit needs to be checked.
All right.
Some of your spirit man is dead and you're not seeing results because you're praying and you're really asleep. Watch this. Your spirit fades when you lie. Your spirit fades when you connect with the wrong people. Your spirit fades when you let this flesh get the best of you. Your spirit fades when you need to be revived. So you can catch up with what God has for us. Watch this. He already done it in the heavens. He just has to manifest it on earth.
That's it.
I'm reminded of Ananias and Sapphira. They came to God lying about money, trying to pose as someone else, and they both died one by one. Watch this. All because they wasn't real with God. Watch this. In this hour, if you're not real with your spirit, watch this. Your spirit gonna go to sleep. Because you have nothing to offer when you have so much contamination inside of you. Because as soon as your spirit man goes to sleep, your desire for everything you used to do come back up. Have you ever noticed that every time you try to do good, some come up?
That's true.
Watch when you stop praying, weed's gonna come back up. Watch when you stop praying, drinking gonna come back. Watch when you stop praying, envy and jealousy gonna come back. When you stop praying, you stop the process. Being real requires you to be awoke. You can't sleep on God. You can't sleep trying to go after God. You got to stay woke. Tell somebody, say, stay woke. Be real with God. You know you lacking in some areas. You better tell God about it. You know you having a hard time with your flesh. Tell God. Don't look like you have a problem. That's when you miss your breakthrough. When you lie like you ain't going through nothing. That's when you miss your deliverance. When you act like you don't need nothing. You know if you don't get nothing from God, you're going to have a fit. You know if you don't get nothing from God, you're going to go crazy. Your life is not a fairy tale, so stop acting like it. Your life is not a dream, so wake up. Michael Jackson said, I'm looking at the man in the mirror and I'm asking him to change his way. Can you look at yourself in the mirror?
I like that.
Can you look at yourself in the mirror?
Look at yourself in the mirror.
They told me coming up, no one is prepared for life, but when it all comes, you have to ride it out till the wheels fall off. You going after God, so you got to be real with yourself, and you have to be real with God. Yeah, I'm hurt, but I'm going to worship. Yeah, I'm crying, but I'm going to worship. Yes, I lost more than a regular person was supposed to, but I'm going to pray my way through this. Yes, I'm about to lose my faith, but God, I trust you. Yes, I'm about to lose my mind, but God, I love you. Yes, I'm depressed and it has me weighed down, but I'm going to praise God. You got to push when you don't feel like it. You got to press when no one is there. You got to pray when there is darkness. You can't afford to give up. Not this time. This time you're going to make it. This time you're going to prosper. This time you're going to run and win. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Come on.
Come on. Yes,
Lift your hands. I'm done. Lift your hands. You can do something. I'm done. Y'all thought I was playing. Come on. Y'all stand to your feet.
Yes, God. Yes, God. Hallelujah. Yes, God.
Right. At this hour, God is calling for his people to be real.
Hallelujah.
God said this is not the hour to shuck and jive.
Yes.
I just want you to lift your hands and close your eyes.
Yes, God.
And put in your mind what you want God to do for you today. I want you to put it in your mind what you want God to do.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Glory to his name.
Come on, put it in your mind what you want God to do for you today.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Glory to his name.
Listen, your worship has to be real.
Yes.
Your praise has to be real.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
We cannot come to God any longer with our worship halfway.
Yes, Lord.
We can't come to God half-cocked no more. Shata. We can't come to God in our flesh.
Yes, Lord.
We got to come to God being real.
Yes.
God began to minister to me last night. He began to tell me everybody has to be woke in this season.
Yes, God. Hallelujah.
You cannot be asleep in this hour. Watch this. If you are asleep in this hour, you're going to miss what God is trying to get you to.
Yes, God.
Our spirit man is sleeping. And God is calling for y'all to wake up.
Yes.
God said this morning is a wake-up call. Shata. This is a wake-up call. Because half of this nation in God is sleeping. And we wonder why kidnappings are happening. We wonder why storms in various places are coming. Because we sleep.
Glory.
Even right now, the enemy will put in your mind. Right now. He will put something in your mind that happened years ago to stop you from what you want God to manifest today. So I just need you to lift your hands, close your eyes and open your mouth, and give God real worship. Come on, give God real worship. Come on, in spite of how you feel, give God real worship. In spite of what you're going through, give God real worship. To him. Hallelujah. Come on, worship him. Come on, worship him. Come on, worship. Come on, worship him. God, we love you today. God, we honor you today. Hallelujah. God, we bless your name today. God, you are mighty, God. You are awesome. Hey, hallelujah. You are everything. Hallelujah. Without you, we are nothing, God. God, we need you today. We need you today. Hallelujah. We need you today. Hallelujah. I said, we need you today. Hold on. Shut up. We need you today, God. We need you today like never before. We need you in this city, God. God, we need you in this world, God. God, we need you right now, God. We need you, God, more than ever. We need you, God, more than ever. We need you, God, like more than ever. Come on, lift your hands and say something sweet to him. Hallelujah. Say something sweet to him. If you say something to him, he'll give it to you today. Hallelujah. 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 He's been too good for some of y'all not to worship him. He's been too good for some of y'all not to give him glory. He woke you up this morning. He started you on your way. He didn't have to do it, but he did. Lift your hands and worship him. Hallelujah. Lift your hands and worship him. To worship God, you have to live. To worship God, you have to live. Which means your insides, your spirit has to wake up. And come into submission to who God is in your life. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on, lift your hands and worship him. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's something getting ready to happen. Come on, lift your hands. Come on. Hallelujah. Come on, tell her yes. That's all God wants. Tell him yes. Yeah. Come on, lift your hands and say yes. Say yes. Hallelujah. Come on, say yes. I live to worship you. Yeah. Come on, how many of y'all can say that this morning? Yeah. Oh, yeah. To worship you. To worship you. I live. Come on. To worship